Noticiero Univisión con
Tom Tucker.
And nobody else.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tom Tucker. Coming up, why an apple a day kills a doctor a day. But first, a special report. 12 and a half years ago, on August 28th of 2011, the United States on the East Coast received an unwelcome visitor in the form of Hurricane Irene, which was a hurricane that the United States will never forget.
It's the most.
Hurricane expertise and data analytic Demarcus Demetrius Quantavion Tomias Shatavion
Goofy uncles
has this to say about the hurricane with more in-depth details.
With many having a similar sentiment regarding their decision to ride out the storm.
What?
The source of that sentiment was what occurred the year prior in August of 2011, Hurricane Irene. Hurricane Irene was a source of frustration for many people in the Northeast, with locals claiming that the storm did not do much damage outside of what it did to upstate New York, Vermont, and New Hampshire, and feeling that Sandy, at least for the coastline, was going to just be a repeat of Irene.
Oh my God.
However, Irene was anything but a weak storm. In fact, Irene broke numerous records in the northeastern United States, and its significance is often understated, downplayed by the general public when referring to the damage Irene caused, at least outside of what it did in Vermont.
Thank you, Demarcus Demetrius III. I'm not going to say your full name for that information. Just a few hours before the hurricane hit land, and when rain started to come down, this local resident realized that his gutters were starting to get clogged, and if they didn't divert the overflow towards away from the basement, then their house would start to flood.
Away from the house.
1, 2, 3.
We also bungeed stuff on our deck. That hot tub cover is going nowhere. Here we are standing in our garage, looking across the street. Since the major complication of the storm was the rain, there was considerable flooding and swollen creeks. This is the White Clay Creek in Newark. Delaware natives will recognize Timothy's on the right. Luckily, the earlier predictions of 12 inches of rain did not materialize. Even though Irene was a Category 1 hurricane, our maximum wind speed was only 48 miles per hour.
As you can see here on the satellite image that was taken just before the hurricane on August 28th of 2011, you can see here on the bottom of the southeast side that the hurricane is starting to come up near the land, with a cold front starting to push upward toward Camden and Dover. And also, Atlantic City, Baltimore, and Annapolis are starting to get affected just a little bit as well. And then it'll then push up towards the north, causing Wilmington and Philadelphia to get affected as well.
With cloudy skies.
As you can see here, this visual presentation of the hurricane going just upward northward on just the side of the land near the coast. So, as you can see here, Camden being around here is affected first almost, and then the cities above it, as you can see there, are Atlantic City, Dover, especially Philadelphia, are then affected. The temperature and dew point during the hurricane was almost at a straight-ish line, but the weather did have some changing variables. So as you can see here on this graph, it starts here at 12 a.m. at a good 33 degrees. Also with the dew point starting at 32 degrees. Almost the same. So as you go throughout the day, as you can see here on this graph, around 6 a.m. it started to go at 37 degrees.
Bruh. So cold for what?
At 12 p.m. it rose at its maximum temperature of 39 degrees. The most highest it'll be during the hurricane day. But as you start to go throughout more during the day, at 6 p.m. it was a good 36 degrees. So it went down just by a little bit.
Hey yo, what
but as you go towards 12 a.m. it'll get really at its most coldest at 26 degrees. Same thing with the dew points, almost the same thing. As we look at this graph for the air pressure, at 12 a.m. it started at a highest of 34 with an air pressure in inches. And throughout the day, at 6 a.m. it dropped by 2 inches, which is at 32. Then you go out through more of the day at 12 p.m.
The gas station, bro.
2 inches of pressure, which is at 30. Then go down to 6 p.m., which goes just by 1 inch, 29, and at the end of the day at 28. not too much of a change, but it's still a high amount.
Commercial break.
Big game, we skipped the big game cause the BK memes have been insane. Y'all really do it better than we do, so we took the night off to give the song to you. BK, have it your way.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure? Do you have clinical depression? Have you ever accidentally broken your mom's favorite coffee cup, and when she found out you did it, she tied you to a bed and spanked you with a metal spatula? If you said yes to any of these things, I don't care. And to keep it a bean, no one cares.
Commercial break.
And now for the 7-day forecast weather for As you can see today, it's going to be raining with 30% of the city rain. It's going to be having a 37% of feel, and the wind is going to be making it cooler. Later on in the day when it rains, it's going to feel even more colder and cooler. The humidity right now is 86%, but the dew point with a 36 degrees of Fahrenheit. The visibility right now is okay, 14 miles, not too bad. You can still see the way. The pressure right now is 32%, so it's not too badish. It's like near the middle, and also the wind is heading 4 miles per hour westward. So not so bad, but when the rain comes in, just be prepared. Have an umbrella, have boots on, and you'll be good. As you can see, on Tuesday, cloudy. Wednesday, Thursday, it's going to be looking sunny, 36 degrees. Still, it's going to be cold. Still be prepared. And then on Friday, still cloudy again. But it looks like it's going to be a high 70% chance as well. Who knows? It might be in between, but it's going to be high. Looks like it. Saturday looks like it's going to rain, but with a high temperatures as well. And also on Sunday, sunny as well. So this week, it's not going to be too bad. As you can see, next week coming along as well. Looks like high weather as well. So get ready for that. And yeah, but just today, get ready for that rain. You know, and just prepare. Because right now, it's still not as good weather, but because we don't want you getting sick. We now collide to Ollie Williams with the forecast. Ollie, how's the weather looking like?
It's raining sideways.
Sounds rough, Ollie. You have an umbrella?
Had one.
Where is it?
Inside out, 2 miles away.
Is there anything we can do for you?
Bring me some soup.
What kind?
Donkey.
All right, we'll get on that. Coming up next, a pig who refuses to eat Jews.
But first, let's go to Asian reporter Trisha Takanawa, who's
Gonna tell us all about the rain.
Tom, residents all over Quahog have been affected by the heavy rains, although some are doing their best to ride it out. For example, I'm here with Rides a 10-speed everywhere guy. Sir, why are you riding your 10-speed in the rain?
I don't mind. A little drizzle never hurt anybody. I like riding the 10-speed because it's fun, gives me energy, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
How long have you lived in
Camden.
Well, I used to live in the city, but I decided moving here would be a little more relaxing, a little more manageable, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
What do you do for a living?
I work in accounts receivable at Quahog Insurance. It's not too demanding, the pay is good, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
Well, we should wrap this up. You're getting wet.
Well, I'm living life before the cancer I have kills me, so I don't mind the rain. Water feels good on my skin. It's cool, refreshing, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
What kind of cancer?
It's rectal cancer. It's slowly eating away at my lower insides. It's a quick process, both painful and untreatable, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
We now go live to Ollie Williams with the Blackie weather forecast in California. How's the weather looking like, Ollie?
I'm standing here for some reason doing the weather in a giant black man's body. What kind of a Friday is this?
Freaky.
Back to you, Tom.
Now go live to Ollie Williams in Chicago with the Blackie weather forecast. How's it looking like in Chicago, Ollie?
Not too bad.
Tom, I'm standing here with Stephen Hawking, the first white man I've ever met who knows more than me. Mr. Hawking, what does the discovery of this black hole mean to you and your research?
I am overjoyed. This is the crowning achievement of my career. It validates the work of a lifetime.
It certainly does. Back to you, Tom.
All right, we're clear. I'm telling you, man, this shtick is getting so old. That chair smells, dude.
Hey, Steve, surf's up.
All right, see ya.